So we are very pleased to announce the Great Mewing Event that will be on the 6th of September at Logan Hall in University College, London. So that's a large 900-seat auditorium in central London. The tickets are £30, and this will be on the 6th of September, the day before what would have been my father's 97th birthday. Now, we've got a really good list of professionals and some non-professionals coming to talk. We've got Bill Hang, who is probably the orthodontist who brought airway issues to the fore in the world. And he's spent a career reversing extractions and putting people through full bimaxillary surgery to help correct their problems, particularly with airways. He has a wealth of experience, and as much as mewing is about not non-surgical options, some of you are going to need an assistant to get going. All those people who say, I can't mew, I can't breathe when I'm mewing, this is the type of lecture you need to listen to. Then we've got Patrick McKeown. He's really, the world-renowned figure in breathing methods, particularly the Buteyko breathing method. He was the last Western student of Konstantin Buteyko who came up with these methods. And for people who are trying to escape that vicious cycle, you can't get mewing because you can't breathe properly or you have other problems, learning to control your breathing, as Patrick can describe, is a really, really useful way of getting out of that vicious cycle because you can't mew, because you can't get going. Then we have Ron Eade. Ron Eade's a patient. He's been on this massive journey, and if you go and see his channel, Jaw Hacks, he's got a huge amount of information, and of course, he himself has lived it, he's experienced it. You know, a wealth of knowledge in one individual, and he's going to make a really good summary for you because he's got the knowledge that you need to understand. Again, this is your assistance for coming out of the hole many people are in. Then we've got John Flutter from the Myofunctional research company. Now, he really understands malocclusion. He's an old friend of mine, and he understands malocclusion on a deeper level, and he will help connect a lot of the dots and put things together. Then we've got David McIntosh, an ENT, or in the States, otolaryngology surgeon, and he's going to be talking about problems you probably have but didn't even know were related to these problems, and he's going to come up with some answers and some potential cures or corrections to these problems that I think you're going to find fascinating because it's a direction we've not really explored before with mewing. Then, of course, I'm going to be talking about mewing developments, new things we're looking at and doing. And of course, problems and how you can overcome problems. And also then it's going to be a big development on how we can work better as a community and make a better answers through science. And we're looking at two specific scientific routes forwards. One is reviewing what you mewers are doing, helping you to get consistent records so we can analyze these records, so really get an understanding of what methods that you're doing right now are working, and so we can help others and make pathways forwards for gaining better improvements, better outcomes. And then of course we want to be encouraging a discourse within the general profession, not just within the orthodontic or dental profession, but in the wider profession. You know, we want to be looking out of the head and thinking what methods we can do to assist you on that. But I really want to get the spotlight of modern medical research to focus on these problems, because so many people come to me with problems, and I think you're going to need the type of help that this lecture is talking about, this whole event is talking about. Now, I want to really stress how we want to be constructive and additive to the process. You know, there's a lot of orthodontists out there who they're really well trained, they really are very ethical, they're doing the right thing. Now we want to work with them. And I know that people have had problems with some methods and some approaches. These need to be identified, but we need to be constructive. We're not going to get the spotlight of modern medical research all focused on these problems if we're just being destructive and making accusations, making allegations, and trying to bring the house down. Yes, there are people with problems, and yes, they need to be heard, but we want to do this in the most constructive way possible because we need to work together. There is no other way forward. Now, of course, because my father has passed away, and I mean, this has been really difficult for me, we do have an opportunity with a huge number of the top professionals around the world will be descending on London. A lot of them will be there. The latter section of this day is going to be dedicated to the memory of my father, and many professionals will come for that, and I will get probably a large increase in the number of speakers, and some of the top speakers around the world will be here at this event. So this is going to be an event like no other. This is not only the Great Mewing Event, it is the Great Mewing Event and a remembrance of my father. So I would, if you want to learn something, if you want to be there at a pivotal moment, I would attend this event. I would highly recommend it. I would like to meet you. I will be taking questions, as will everyone else. This is here for you to learn, you to get better. It's the Great Mewing Event. Thank you.